If you want to know why Sasuke was the perfect master for Boruto, then this video is for you. Here's why. In this video, I'll explain why Sasuke is qualified to be Boruto's master, how Sasuke's past experience helped him guide Boruto, the challenges Sasuke helped Boruto overcome, the skills and techniques Sasuke passed on to Boruto as his student, and the psychological improvements Boruto made under Sasuke's mentorship. Why is Sasuke a great master for Boruto? Boruto doesn't want to be Hokage like his father and grandfather. He aims to be Sarada's right-hand man and protect her when she becomes the Hokage. For Boruto, being Hokage is just one option. Even though his father Naruto and grandfather Minato were Hokage, Boruto doesn't feel he has to follow in their footsteps. Instead, he believes there are other important ways to contribute, like becoming a skilled shinobi who works behind the scenes, much like Sasuke. Boruto values the role of supporting and protecting the Hokage, which is why he wants to become a shinobi like Sasuke, instead of pursuing the Hokage title himself. Sasuke is the perfect person to teach Boruto to be the Shadow Hokage, because true mastery is about finding a path that suits your own strength and ambitions. Sasuke, unlike most other shinobi, has chosen an unconventional path. He works in the shadows as a protector and strategist, which is exactly what Boruto wants to do. Sasuke understands how to create a unique path which fits Boruto's goal of being a different kind of protector, not the Hokage. Sasuke has a lot of experience and knowledge that Boruto can learn from. He's been through war, betrayal, and redemption, which makes him very wise about the complex world of shinobi. This experience helps Sasuke mentor Boruto in handling hidden, tough responsibility, like protecting the village without needing public praise. Sasuke is calm and thoughtful, knowing the importance of patience and planning rather than acting impulsively. He can teach Boruto to handle challenges with care and patience, which is important for a Shadow Hokage who often has to make difficult decisions in secret and in morally unclear situations. Sasuke, having gone through great loss and hardship, can also help Boruto grow stronger from his struggles. His mentorship will help Boruto manage difficult personal and professional situations, which is key for someone working in the shadows. Sasuke often handles missions on his own, and he can teach Boruto to be self-reliant, make decisions on his own, and not always need guidance. These skills are important for a Shadow Hokage who often works alone and has to trust their own judgment. Under Sasuke's guidance, Boruto can create his own path and develop his own unique abilities and learn how to protect the village from the shadows, just like Sasuke has done. How did Sasuke's past experience shape his ability to guide Boruto? Boruto struggled with not getting the attention he thought he deserved from his father Naruto. This was similar to what Sasuke went through with his father, who gave more attention and recognition to Itachi. Sasuke longed for the same recognition his father gave Itachi, so he pushed himself in training. When Sasuke returned home, he would hear his father praising Itachi, telling him he was proud of him for joining the Ambu Black Ops and he was his boy. Hearing this made Sasuke train even harder. Even Sasuke's mother told him to give his body a break on his days off because he didn't need to push so hard. Sasuke would reply that Itachi graduated from the academy in 1 year. Times had changed and Sasuke was a special case. While talking to his mother, Sasuke would remember when his father praised Itachi, saying he was proud of him for joining the Ambu Black Ops and he was his boy. When Sasuke got his first report card, he gave it to his father, feeling nervous because he wanted the same validation his father gave Itachi. But instead, his father simply told him to keep it up and he will be as amazing as Itachi. This left Sasuke feeling sad because he didn't get the same praise or recognition. His father failed to see Sasuke's individual achievements. When Sasuke spoke to Itachi later, he told his brother that their father only cared about him. Itachi asked if Sasuke was upset about this. Sasuke was shocked by the question. Itachi then said that it was fine to live life being hated, as that was one path for a shinobi. Itachi explained that being the best was tough, as power often leads to isolation and arrogance, regardless of how high people's hopes for you are. Itachi wanted Sasuke to understand that their father's focus on him wasn't all positive, as it made Itachi feel alone and placed them on a difficult path. This helped Sasuke not become envious of his brother in a negative way. Eventually, Sasuke earned his father's recognition when he performed the Uchiha Fireball Jutsu, which was even bigger than the one Itachi had done when their father first taught it to Itachi. His father finally praised Sasuke, showing that he was proud of him and saying he was his boy. Boruto faced similar situation with Naruto. Naruto became so busy with his responsibility as the Hokage that he couldn't give his family the attention he used to give them before he became the Hokage. Boruto felt neglected by his father, so he pulled pranks to get Naruto's attention, just like Naruto once did to gain the village's recognition and attention when he was still hated for being the Jinchuriki of Kurama. Boruto would paint the Hokage statues, knowing his father would send a shadow clone to confront him and tell him to stop his pranks. After arriving at Boruto's location, Naruto will inform Boruto that he had an important meeting and that Boruto needed to clean up his mess, but Boruto will become sad because he knew that his father's Hokage responsibilities stopped him from spending time with him. Boruto remains sad even after Naruto told him that all of the people in Konoha are like family to him, and that there are times when Naruto cannot be a father to just Boruto. Naruto also told Boruto that while it might be painful for him, he needed to start learning to endure, especially since he's also a shinobi. Boruto was still a child and naturally struggled to understand the immense responsibility Naruto had as Hokage. His desire for attention was a result of not fully understanding why his father couldn't spend as much time with the family. Boruto's pranks were his attempts to reconnect with Naruto in the same way that Naruto once wanted the village's attention and recognition. Despite Naruto's explanation that his duties needed him to care for everyone in Konoha, Boruto, being young, struggled to accept that his father could not be present as much. Sasuke was able to help Boruto see things from Naruto's perspective after becoming his master. In their first session, Sasuke noticed similarities between him and Boruto. When Boruto asked about Naruto, Sasuke realized Boruto was only interested in learning his father's weaknesses to beat him, as Boruto was angry at Naruto for sending a shadow clone to his sister's birthday. Sasuke, understanding what Boruto was going through, told him to study who Naruto was in the past instead of focusing on the present-day Hokage. He explained that Naruto was once a loser full of weaknesses, but he pulled himself up and became the Hokage with his own strength. Boruto didn't fully understand this lesson until the Chunin exams, when he cheated using scientific ninja tools to win and get the recognition he craved from his father. It was only after seeing Naruto's selflessness in protecting the village from Momoshiki that Boruto began to understand Sasuke's words. When Momoshiki explained how he could effortlessly gain power by taking chakra pills, Boruto was reminded of himself using scientific tools to gain power without effort and using his own strength. Naruto called Momoshiki a coward for relying on shortcuts to power, indirectly showing that true power comes from hard work and using your own strength. After listening to Naruto, Momoshiki took the chakra pills to demonstrate the power he was talking about. After taking the chakra pills, Momoshiki was able to combine all of the jutsu he absorbed from Boruto's scientific ninja tech when Boruto attacked him with it into a single, massively powerful jutsu. Not phased, Naruto used his Biju mode to block the attack, protecting the village. While in his Biju mode and holding Momoshiki's jutsu, Naruto attempted to destroy Momoshiki's attack with his own Biju bomb, but he stopped himself. Boruto, who was watching the whole thing, asked Sasuke why Naruto didn't destroy Momoshiki's jutsu. Sasuke explained to Boruto that Naruto could have easily destroyed Momoshiki's attack, but chose not to, as he didn't want to cause unnecessary damage to the area to avoid putting people who were there in danger. So Naruto planned to use his own body as a shield and absorb all the damage himself. Boruto remembered Sasuke's words about Naruto's journey from being a loser full of weaknesses to pulling himself up with his own strength to becoming the Hokage, as well as Sasuke's advice to study who Naruto was in the past. After Naruto sacrificed himself to save everyone, Boruto realized that Naruto meant when he said it was his responsibility to protect everyone in Konoha, and that he was only seeing things from his own perspective rather than Naruto's. Boruto realized that Naruto had a reason for acting the way he did as a shinobi. At this point, Boruto realized that he was only thinking about himself when he was feeling sad and complaining about Naruto not giving him attention. That's when Sasuke showed up and consoled Boruto. Sasuke reminded him that despite being caught cheating and stripped of his shinobi headband, which meant he couldn't call himself a shinobi anymore, and having lost his father, Sasuke told Boruto that his situation was similar to Naruto's long ago, but he still had his family, whereas Naruto had been alone. Boruto then understood the meaning of Sasuke's advice of studying the Naruto of the past and asked Sasuke what Naruto would do if he were in his situation. That was when Sasuke told Boruto that it appeared he was finally interested in learning more than Naruto's weaknesses. Sasuke then told Boruto to ask Naruto himself after they save him from Momoshiki. Boruto then asked Sasuke if Naruto was fine because he thought his father was dead. Sasuke informed Boruto that he could sense Naruto's chakra, but he didn't know if he was okay or not. At the very least, he was not dead, and they needed to hurry to save him. Boruto asked Sasuke why he was so concerned about him. Sasuke then informed Boruto that he was his #1 student. That is when Sasuke revealed to Boruto that he is a powerful shinobi, the real him. He's likely to surpass Naruto one day if he puts his mind to it. Boruto then thanked Sasuke for the pep talk, but he thought Sasuke was exaggerating when he said he would most likely surpass Naruto. But then Sasuke reassured Boruto by telling him that he would definitely surpass Naruto because he's Naruto's son and Sasuke himself will be the one training Boruto. Aside from that, Sasuke told Boruto that he's even a bigger loser than Naruto because Boruto hates losing, which Sasuke admired about Boruto. Sasuke's words gave Boruto hope. Sasuke then used his Rinnegan to open a portal, transporting Boruto and the 5 Kage to save Naruto. Sasuke and Naruto were able to fight to weaken Momoshiki after Momoshiki used his Rinnegan to transform his partner Kinshiki into a chakra fruit which he ate to increase his strength. Later in the fight, Naruto assisted Boruto in creating a powerful Rasengan by lending him chakra, laying the groundwork for Boruto's final blow. Sasuke also assisted Boruto during the battle by dealing with Momoshiki's chakra rods and distracting Momoshiki, ensuring Boruto was prepared to strike the final blow with a powerful parent and child Rasengan, which eventually killed Momoshiki when Boruto hit Momoshiki with it. Naruto and Sasuke worked together to weaken Momoshiki, and Boruto delivered the final blow, symbolizing the next generation's rise while gaining valuable battle experience. More importantly, Boruto was able to discover his why for becoming a shinobi. Before taking Boruto with him, Sasuke explained to Boruto why he was taking him to the battle against Momoshiki and Kinshiki, despite the fact that Momoshiki and Kinshiki were dangerous. He told Boruto that if the 5 Kage and he were able to defeat them, it would be pointless, but just in case they couldn't, if some of them are taken down, or worse, if all of them get in trouble, Sasuke informed Boruto that he will have to do it. Before Boruto delivered the final blow to Momoshiki, Momoshiki used his Rinnegan to amplify Nara Clan's Shiro Paralysis Jutsu, immobilizing Naruto, Sasuke, and the 5 Kage. Boruto remembered Sasuke's words. Boruto engaged in self-talk, telling himself to trust himself and his master, to follow the plan his master had given him, and to trust his master Sasuke, who believed in him. So Boruto prepared to use the Vanishing Rasengan, which fooled Momoshiki into thinking Boruto's Rasengan was a joke because it didn't even get close to him. But it was Boruto's Rasengan, an invincible Rasengan that could not be seen until it hit you, which surprised Momoshiki when it hit him. Boruto hit Momoshiki with his Vanishing Rasengan, undoing the Shiro Paralysis Jutsu that had immobilized Naruto, Sasuke, and the 5 Kage. Following that, Boruto was helped by Naruto and Sasuke in hitting Momoshiki with a massive Vanishing Rasengan, which defeated him. Boruto discovered his reason for becoming a shinobi at the end of the mission to save Naruto, as well as the moments and conversations he had with Sasuke. He wanted to be a Hokage like his master, Sasuke Uchiha. By using his own experiences and knowledge, Sasuke helped Boruto understand Naruto's perspective and find his own path as a shinobi. Through his mentorship, Sasuke not only shared wisdom but also drew from his past challenges to sympathize and empathize with Boruto's frustration. One of the main ways Sasuke supported Boruto was using his personal experience with his father, Fukage Uchiha, and his brother Itachi. Sasuke saw Boruto struggling with feelings of neglect, similar to how he had felt when his father focused more on Itachi. Sasuke realized that Boruto's struggle wasn't with Naruto personally, but with the complex feelings of not being good enough and neglect. By understanding this, Sasuke was able to address Boruto's internal conflict in a way that resonated with him. Sasuke used an indirect approach to influence Boruto. Instead of directly telling Boruto to stop complaining about Naruto, Sasuke subtly guided Boruto to see Naruto's perspective by having Boruto study Naruto's past rather than focusing on his current role as Hokage. Sasuke's guidance was subtle and non-confrontational, allowing Boruto to come to his own realizations about Naruto's sacrifices and responsibilities. By taking this indirect path, Sasuke avoided arguments and instead won Boruto over with actions and lessons, ensuring that Boruto absorbed these teachings for the long term. Timing also played a crucial role in Sasuke's mentorship. Sasuke carefully chose when to give key lessons to Boruto, waiting for moments where Boruto was most vulnerable and open to new insights. For example, after the first battle with Momoshiki during the Chunin exams, Sasuke's guidance had a deeper impact because Boruto had seen Naruto's selflessness firsthand. By mastering the timing of his mentorship, Sasuke made sure that his lessons had the greatest effect on Boruto's growth as a shinobi. Sasuke also built a strong master-student relationship with Boruto based on mutual respect. Unlike traditional authority figures who may impose their own will on a student, Sasuke positioned himself as an understanding and empathetic master. By not overshadowing Naruto, Sasuke helped Boruto to see both himself and Naruto from a new perspective. Self-reliance was a major theme in Sasuke's mentorship as he constantly pushed Boruto to develop his own strength and make his own decisions. By challenging Boruto to overcome his weaknesses and take bold actions, such as using the Vanishing Rasengan in battle, Sasuke encouraged independence and confidence in Boruto. Sasuke motivated Boruto to take bold, decisive actions that will surprise both allies and enemies alike. One of the most important aspects of Sasuke's mentorship was his deep understanding of Boruto's psychological state. Sasuke knew that Boruto's desire for recognition came from feelings of neglect, and he carefully addressed this by guiding Boruto to see the bigger picture. Sasuke understood Boruto's thumbscrew, or a psychological weak spot, and used it to help Boruto grow rather than exploiting it for his own benefit. Lastly, Sasuke provided Boruto with a vision for a future. By helping Boruto realize his potential as a future Hokage, Sasuke gave him a clear path and a goal to strive for. This long-term planning ensured that Boruto not only overcame his current struggles, but also continued to grow into a capable leader in his own right. This sense of purpose and direction was essential in helping Boruto discover his why as a shinobi, making sure he had a strong foundation for future growth. Sasuke had faced tremendous loss, betrayal, and redemption throughout his life. His understanding of pain and struggle gave him the wisdom to guide Boruto through difficult situations. Sasuke was able to give Boruto hope after the Omnipotence was activated, which was a result of Kawaki's desire becoming reality. Kawaki had gone through Ada and evoked Omnipotence, causing Boruto and him to switch positions in people's memories. People's memories were altered, including any common knowledge involving Boruto and Kawaki. This meant that people now knew Kawaki as Uzumaki Kawaki, the Hokage's son who was born and raised in Konoha, and Boruto was seen as a lonely outsider who betrayed the people that helped him. and was being hunted down by Konoha. Boruto was now just plain Boruto. The only people who were not affected by the Omnipotence were Sarada, Ada, Daemon, Sumire, and the Otsutsuki. So when the village of Konoha detected Boruto's chakra and confirmed his location, Mitsuki was the first person to go after him. Mitsuki got so angry at Boruto that he activated his Sage mode with the intentions of killing Boruto. Both Boruto and Sarada were shocked by Mitsuki's actions as they were not affected by the Omnipotence. Mitsuki then asked Boruto what he had done to the 7th Hokage. Boruto responded by telling Mitsuki to calm down, saying he was not making sense. He also asked Mitsuki what was up with him. Mitsuki, seeing that Boruto was not willing to talk, began to attack him. At this point, Boruto and Momoshiki could hear each other's thoughts. Momoshiki told Boruto to jump into the branches to avoid Mitsuki's attacks, and Boruto did so. While Mitsuki was fighting Boruto, the shinobi of Konoha were also hunting Boruto, telling each other to not let him get away. Momoshiki told Boruto that Mitsuki had every intention of killing him, and that others did too, as they were all headed towards him. Momoshiki then informed Boruto to run away if he wanted to live. Boruto asked Momoshiki what was happening, and that's when Momoshiki explained to Boruto that Ada's Omnipotence Shinjutsu ability had been activated as a result of Kawaki's desire. This meant that Kawaki's actions and crimes before Omnipotence had been activated were now seen as Boruto's actions and crimes. People now thought Kawaki was Boruto and Boruto was Kawaki. After Kawaki became aware of the effects of Omnipotence, he framed Boruto for the death of Naruto, whom he had actually sealed in his Dakokuten dimension where time does not flow. Kawaki certainly threatened to harm Ada if she didn't tell the people of Konoha that Naruto had died at Boruto's hands. Fearing for her life, Ada told Shikamaru and the people of Konoha that Naruto had been killed by Boruto. So although Naruto and his wife Hinata were safe in Kawaki's Dakokuten dimension, the people of Konoha and the entire world in Naruto and Boruto universes believed Boruto had killed Naruto, the hero of the 4th Great Ninja War. This led to Boruto being hunted by everyone and wanted dead by all the villages and shinobi except for those unaffected by Omnipotence. Boruto was now framed as the Hokage killing Otsutsuki and Konoha's #1 enemy, and as a result, he was no longer welcome in Konoha. At the very least, no one would interfere with Kawaki's desire to kill Boruto, as everyone now wanted Boruto dead for actions he had been framed for. Kawaki knew that Naruto was safe as long as he stayed sealed away. He vowed not to release Naruto until he had dealt with Boruto and Code. For all intents and purposes, to Konoha, the Hokage was dead and it was Boruto's fault. Sasuke, who was Naruto's best friend, reached Sarada's location. He was also affected by the Omnipotence and wanted to stop Boruto before he left Konoha. After Sarada became aware what was happening was the result of Ada's Omnipotence ability, she told her father Sasuke that Boruto was not guilty and that he will never kill Naruto and that everyone was being deceived. She asked Sasuke to please listen to the first and only selfish favor she would ever ask of him. Before she could even finish her words, her Mangekyou Sharingan was unlocked and activated. Sarada asked Sasuke to help Boruto. Sasuke decided to believe in Sarada's conviction that Boruto was innocent after she unlocked her Mangekyou Sharingan. The Mangekyou Sharingan is a powerful dojutsu that is typically awakened through intense emotional experiences, often involving deep loss or strong resolve. In this case, Sarada's awakening of the Mangekyou Sharingan happened when she was pleading with her father, Sasuke, to believe in Boruto's innocence. Her emotional plea, driven by her belief that Boruto will never kill Naruto, showed Sasuke how deeply she cared for Boruto and how certain she was of Boruto's innocence. This profound emotional response and the activation of her Mangekyou Sharingan demonstrated to Sasuke that Sarada was not only acting out of confusion or under any influence, but from a place of genuine trust and truth. Sasuke, knowing the importance of the Mangekyou Sharingan and the emotions required to awaken it, recognized that his daughter's feelings were sincere and profound. Additionally, Sasuke's strong bond with Sarada as her father likely made him more receptive towards her emotions and her request. Her passionate plea touched him, and he chose to trust her judgment even though the world around them had been distorted by Ada's omnipotence ability. This combination of Sarada's emotional conviction and the unlocking of her Mangekyou Sharingan ultimately convinced Sasuke to believe in her and by extension in Boruto's innocence. While Boruto was trying to escape the village, Shikadai, Chojo, and Inogen planned to trap him using Shikadai Shiro Paralysis Jutsu. Shikadai was furious after hearing that Boruto didn't just try to kill Naruto's son Kawaki, but also killed Naruto himself, the man who took Boruto in. Shikadai said Boruto's actions were not what a friend will do. Shikadai's harsh words and actions were a result of Ada's omnipotence ability, which had altered everyone's memories and perception. Like the rest of the village, Shikadai believed Boruto had tried to kill Kawaki and actually killed Naruto. This distorted reality made Shikadai feel angry and betrayed, leading him to trap Boruto and confront him. They believed that Boruto had committed these terrible acts, including harming Naruto, whom Shikadai had admired, deeply affected his view of Boruto. Even though Boruto and Shikadai were close friends, omnipotence made Shikadai feel like Boruto had broken their bond. This explains why Shikadai angrily accused Boruto of betraying him, even though under normal circumstances, he would never believe Boruto capable of such actions. At this point, Momoshiki was trying to take control of Boruto's body, while Boruto fought back, knowing that Momoshiki would kill his friends if he succeeded. Momoshiki tried to weaken Boruto's resolve by telling him he had no friends, only enemies, and that everyone wanted him dead. He told Boruto that there was nowhere he belonged and no reason to live. However, Boruto, with his strong will, told Momoshiki to go to sleep. Before Boruto could finish speaking, Sasuke appeared and saved him, took him away to safety outside the village. Boruto was shocked to see Sasuke come to his rescue. Sasuke managed to hide Boruto where the village sensory unit couldn't find them, though they knew Ada would soon locate them. Sasuke told Boruto they would rest briefly before moving on. Boruto asked Sasuke why he was helping him when he thought Boruto was Konoha's enemy. Sasuke explained that Boruto had the headband he had given to Kawaki, yet Boruto was wearing it, and Sasuke could sense Momoshiki inside Boruto when his memory said Momoshiki should be in Kawaki. These contradictions troubled Sasuke, but he felt his concern fading away, which terrified him. Ada's omnipotence was so powerful that even Sasuke, with his experience and perspectiveness, was affected by it despite noticing clear contradictions in his memories and reality. Sasuke realized that omnipotence could manipulate not only memories but also suppress doubts, making it harder to resist. This overwhelming power showed just how terrifying omnipotence was. Sasuke found it increasingly difficult to trust his own memories and decided to believe in his daughter Sarada instead. He told Boruto that he would help him because Sarada wished for it, and Sasuke believed that was worth risking his life for. Sasuke admitted he might be making a huge mistake, so he asked Boruto to prove him wrong and validate Sarada's trust. Momoshiki then told Boruto to not get too confident, as Sasuke's help wouldn't change the fact that Boruto had lost so much. Omnipotence had altered reality in a way that could not be reversed, even if Ada was killed. Despite everything, Boruto felt hopeful because Sasuke was supporting him. He taunted Momoshiki, asking him why he was panicking, to which Momoshiki responded that Boruto's role in the world was finished and he should hand over his body. Boruto replied by telling Momoshiki to stay backstage and remain silent, showing his strong mental resolve. Ada, feeling guilty about her lack of control over her powers, approached Boruto and Sasuke to apologize. Ada noticed that Boruto seemed calm, even though she expected him to be depressed. Boruto told him that while he was crushed, he couldn't stop thinking about Kawaki, with insecurity and loneliness all his life, and he now realized he never truly understood Kawaki's struggles. Sasuke then told Boruto that Naruto had nothing when he was younger, was shunned by many, and yet became Hokage by proving himself through his actions. Sasuke advised Boruto to prove himself as Naruto did if he was truly Naruto's son. Inspired by Sasuke's words, Boruto told Momoshiki that he never saw his situation as losing everything. He reminded himself that he had Naruto's blood and the Hyuga blood of his mother, Hinata, running through him. His grandfather was the 4th Hokage, and Boruto declared himself a shinobi of Konoha with the will of fire. Boruto believed Kawaki had his own sense of justice and was trying to resolve the situation with Momoshiki, even if it meant Naruto hating him or killing his brother Boruto. Boruto realized that his own weaknesses had led to this, and he vowed not to let it end with brothers killing each other. He wanted to turn this situation into a simple fight or argument between siblings, just as Naruto would have done. Ada promised Boruto that she wouldn't search for him or Sasuke, no matter what Shikamaru or Kawaki said, until Boruto was ready to return to Konoha. Boruto asked Ada to thank Sarada for asking Sasuke to help him and to tell her not to worry as he will definitely return. Sasuke then told Boruto they needed to keep moving as the people of Konoha will continue hunting them. Boruto thanked Sasuke for his help. Sasuke, still under the influence of Omnipotence, told Boruto he wasn't helping him because he believed him, but because he believed in Sarada's belief in Boruto's innocence. Sasuke's decision to help Boruto had a deep effect on him, both emotionally and strategically. At a time where Boruto felt isolated and weighed down by the false reality created by Ada's omnipotence, Sasuke's help gave him hope and a lifeline. Here's how Sasuke's help affected Boruto and reignited his hope. Sasuke's choice to trust in Sarada's belief in Boruto's innocence, despite his own confusion, meant a lot to Boruto. It wasn't just that Sasuke helped him, but that he trusted his daughter's faith in Boruto. This reassured Boruto that not everyone had completely turned against him, giving him emotional support when it seemed like the whole world saw him as an enemy. Sasuke, being a wise and observant shinobi, knew his memories were unreliable due to omnipotence. Still, he acted on Sarada's request, which showed Boruto that even in a manipulated reality, there were still people who trusted him. Throughout the series, Sasuke had often been a master and a second father figure to Boruto. In this moment of crisis, Sasuke's presence provided not only protection, but also someone who understood the intense mental and physical pressures Boruto was facing. By standing with Boruto when even close friends like Shikada had turned against him, Sasuke reaffirmed their bond. This gave Boruto the strength to keep fighting against overwhelming odds, knowing that someone important to him was still by his side. Sasuke's assistance wasn't just emotional, it was also a key strategic advantage. Sasuke's ability to get Boruto out of Konoha and hide him from the sensory unit gave Boruto time to regroup, think, and plan his next steps. Without this, Boruto would have been overwhelmed by the village's forces. The break they took to rest allowed Boruto to gather his thoughts and prepare for the challenges ahead. Being hunted as a criminal, this moment of rest was vital for his mental and physical recovery. Sasuke didn't just save Boruto physically, he also gave him valuable guidance. When Boruto shared his feelings of insecurity and loneliness, Sasuke reminded him of Naruto's journey. Naruto too had been shunned and misunderstood, but through his actions, he earned the village's respect and became Hokage. This reminder gave Boruto hope that, like his father, he could rise above his circumstances and prove himself. Sasuke's advice reminded Boruto of his Uzumaki and Hyuga heritage, along with the Will of Fire, giving him a sense of pride and duty that reignited his determination. By thinking of his father's example, Boruto found a sense of purpose and motivation to keep fighting for what was right. During this ordeal, Momoshiki had been trying to weaken Boruto's will, planting doubts by saying he had no friends left and no reason to fight. But Sasuke's support challenged this, proving to Boruto that he wasn't alone and that some people still believed in him. This boosted Boruto's mental strength, helping him resist Momoshiki's attempts to take control of his body. With Sasuke by his side, Boruto regained the resolve to fight for justice and resist Momoshiki's influence. Sasuke's help was more than just physical. It represented hope in a world that had turned against Boruto. Despite the immense power of omnipotence, Sasuke's belief in Sarada and his willingness to act on her request showed that bonds between people could overcome even the strongest manipulations. For Boruto, this became a source of hope. Even though the situation seemed hopeless, Sasuke's actions proved that not all was lost. Boruto wasn't completely alone, and with allies like Sasuke and Sarada, he had a chance to fight back against the false reality created by Ada's omnipotence. In the long term, Sasuke's help marked a turning point for Boruto's mental state. After being treated as a villain by the village, Boruto could have easily fallen into despair or given to Momoshiki's control. But Sasuke's support kept him grounded and reminded him of the bigger fight he was part of. Boruto's decision to turn his situation with Kawaki into a sibling argument or fight rather than a tragic conflict showed his growth and maturity. Thanks to Sasuke, Boruto could focus on becoming stronger and finding a way to make peace with Kawaki rather than being overcome by guilt or anger. During the time skip, Sasuke has trained Boruto. Over the year of training, Sasuke taught Boruto almost all the moves and techniques he knew. Sasuke told Boruto he had talent, he was a fast learner, and was what people would call a genius. Boruto already had all the theoretical knowledge in his head, so Sasuke had nothing more to teach him. He advised Boruto that his training wasn't finished and told him not to slack off, but to keep practicing and refining his skills. In the end, what Boruto does with Sasuke's teachings will be up to him. Sasuke's statement shows the shift in his role from being Boruto's teacher to allowing him to grow on his own. It shows Sasuke's belief that Boruto has reached a point where he doesn't need to be fed techniques and knowledge anymore. Sasuke mentioned that Boruto is talented, learns quickly, and is seen as a genius. This highlights Boruto's natural potential and his ability to pick up complex skills quickly. However, Sasuke also stressed that learning techniques were just one part of growth. Becoming strong and effective shinobi depends on how Boruto understands and uses lessons Sasuke taught him in real situations. By saying what Boruto makes of his teachings will be up to him in the end, Sasuke means that Boruto must decide how he uses the skills and knowledge he's gained. Sasuke can guide him, but Boruto must improve through practice and experience. Sasuke's advice to not slack off and to keep sharpening his mind and skills means that mastering techniques is an ongoing process. Even though Sasuke has taught him everything, Boruto has to keep practicing to stay sharp. That's why Sasuke told him to keep at it, because the battlefield is unpredictable and Boruto will need more than just theoretical knowledge to deal with challenges. In the end, Sasuke's message is that his teachings are just the foundation. What Boruto does with them, whether it surpasses Sasuke in his Uchiha style fighting, develops his own style, or lets his skills stay the same, depends on Boruto's discipline and dedication. Sasuke's guidance encouraged Boruto to become self-reliant and responsible as a shinobi, preparing him for the challenges ahead where he must face enemies and make decisions on his own. In the Boruto time skip, Boruto is now shown using the following skills he learned from Sasuke. Boruto uses the Uchiha style Kenjutsu, a unique swordsmanship style honed by Sasuke that focuses on quick throw attacks that cut through several enemies at once. Boruto also channels chakra into his blade to make it cut better, using purple lightning instead of Chidori because he doesn't have the Sharingan eyes. From Sasuke, Boruto learned to perform jutsu with one hand, just like Sasuke, who only has one hand for hand seals and jutsu. This greatly improved Boruto's compact effectiveness. Using one hand for ninjutsu allows Boruto to react quickly without giving up his defense. For example, during a fight with Hidari, after saving Himawari, Boruto quickly drew his sword with his right hand to block an attack while using his left hand to perform the wind style breakthrough jutsu. This ability to act quickly in two ways makes him a tough opponent. By learning to use one hand for both attack and defense, Boruto shows strategic thinking in battle. In fast fights, every second counts, and the ability to use jutsu with one hand while defending or attacking with the other makes him more flexible. This lets him keep pressure on his enemies while staying safe. In Compact, Boruto's use of one hand helps him adapt faster. For instance, when fighting Mitsuki, Boruto used his right hand to draw his sword and charge it with purple lightning, letting him defend against Mitsuki's sage snakes while quickly counter-attacking. This shows how Sasuke's training has helped Boruto perform better in real-world battles. Under Sasuke's mentorship, Boruto also learned a lightning jutsu similar to Sasuke's Chidori stream, where he channels lightning chakra through his body and releases it as a constant stream of electricity. Boruto used this move against Mamashu. In their first training session, Sasuke taught Boruto how to throw a shuriken so that he could curve around an object to hit a target. Sasuke told Boruto that this was just one example of how to use a shuriken, and there were countless other ways. He advised Boruto to think for himself and not look for immediate answers. By urging Boruto to use his own mind, Sasuke was encouraging him to think independently and creatively. Instead of relying on instructions or known techniques, Boruto was encouraged to explore his own ideas and solutions. This advice highlighted the importance of problem solving. Sasuke wanted Boruto to analyze situations and come up with his own strategies, which is crucial for a ninja facing all kinds of challenges. Sasuke said the method he showed was just one way to use a shuriken, suggesting that ninjutsu can be flexible and adaptable, and students should experiment to find what works best for them. By thinking for himself, Boruto could develop a unique fighting style that fits his strengths and creativity, rather than just copying others. The phrase "not convert immediate answers" meant Sasuke was advising Boruto to avoid the urge for quick fixes. In the ninja world, mastering skills takes time, practice, and patience. Sasuke stressed that learning process is important. Rather than rushing for quick answers, Boruto should take time to understand the principles of his training, leading to deeper mastery. In the fight against Code, we see Boruto follow Sasuke's advice. He threw 2 shurikens at Code, and Code knocked one into the air. But Boruto used the substitution jutsu to swap the airborne shuriken with one of his shadow clones. Right after this, Boruto used his lightning thunder claw jutsu to hit Code. In the time skip, Boruto did something similar to Mitsuki. He threw 2 shurikens at Mitsuki, but instead of swapping the shuriken in the tree with the shadow clone, Boruto used the flying Raijin to teleport to the shuriken behind Mitsuki. In the time skip, Boruto has learned almost all of Sasuke's moves and techniques. It will not be surprising if Boruto uses the same technique as Sasuke, where Sasuke uses thin, strong wires, often infused with chakra, to control shurikens during a fight, which lets him throw multiple shurikens at once and guide them after they've been thrown. So what are the psychological improvements that Boruto made under Sasuke's guidance, as shown in the Boruto manga at the time of recording this video? Sasuke is calm and strategic, qualities that impressed Jigen and helped him teach Boruto how to face challenges with patience and thoughtfulness rather than impulsiveness. Boruto showed his patience and strategic thinking when he fought Hidari. After Boruto used his wind style breakthrough jutsu to blow away Hidari, Hidari recovered and used his claw marks to hide. Boruto had fought Code before and knew how the claw marks worked. As soon as Boruto realized Hidari had used them to hide, he quickly assessed his resources to plan a way to counter Hidari. He noticed that a sensory unit named Nishi was with them, so he asked Nishi to focus on the claw marks and report any chakra movement. When Hidari finally made his move, Nishi sensed chakra in the claw marks and informed Boruto. Boruto then told Nishi to stay calm and asked where the chakra was coming from. Nishi said he couldn't tell, but it was everywhere. It turned out Hidari had summoned an army of claw crimes to help him fight Boruto. Boruto quickly figured out Hidari's intentions and told Sarada that he would reduce the claw crimes' numbers, instructing her to focus on the ones targeting her specifically. Boruto then cut down the claw crimes, making it easier for Sarada to handle those coming after her. Hidari then adjusted his plan, appearing through the claw crime that Sarada had kicked in the stomach and tried to devour her. While Boruto was in the air, he saw this, and since he was far from Sarada, he threw a shuriken at Hidari, then used his left hand to perform the flying Raijin to instantly teleport to the shuriken. Immediately after, he used his right hand to hit Hidari with the Rasengan. Under Sasuke's guidance, Boruto learned the importance of patience and careful planning. Instead of rushing into the fight, he took time to observe his surroundings, assess the situation, and plan his next move. When Hidari used the claw marks to hide, Boruto didn't react impulsively. he quickly used the resources he had, like engaging Nishi for sensory support. This shows a strategic mindset and an understanding of the bigger picture, as Boruto anticipated Hidari's movements and prepared for them. Boruto also showed the ability to work well with others, recognizing the importance of teamwork and making the most of his allies like Nishi and Sarada. By asking Nishi to focus on the chakra movements in the climax, Boruto effectively used his allies' skills to gain an advantage. This helped them counter Hidari's tactics and allowed him to plan without taking unnecessary risk. Sasuke's mentorship helped Boruto learn how to adapt and respond to unexpected challenges. Flexibility is key in combat because situations can change quickly. When Hidari summoned an army of kilograms, Boruto reassessed the situation. Instead of panicking, he came up with a new plan, telling Sarada how to effectively engage. This ability to adapt shows Boruto's growth in handling pressure and unexpected developments. Through his training with Sasuke, Boruto improved his communication skills, allowing him to give clear and strategic instructions during battle. Boruto's clear instructions to Sarada to focus on the kilograms that targeted her specifically and to Nishi for chakra detection showed his ability to lead and give commands during chaos. By communicating his strategy effectively, he ensured everyone was aligned, which is crucial for winning in team fights. Sasuke taught Boruto to stay in control of his emotions and thoughts during high-pressure situations. This control allowed Boruto to focus on the task at hand without being overwhelmed by the fear or acting impulsively. Even as Hidari's plan changed and the situation became more dangerous, Boruto stayed focused, analyzed the battlefield, and executed his plan effectively. This calmness is vital for any strong leader or warrior and reflects the mental resiliency Boruto gained through Sasuke's guidance. Boruto also learned the importance of making quick decisions in battle, which is key to seizing opportunities and reacting to threats. When Boruto noticed Hidari's intentions, he quickly responded by throwing a shuriken and using flying Raijin to teleport and stop Hidari's attack on Sarada. This quick thinking shows his ability to combine strategic planning with fast action, a vital skill for any successful shinobi. In Sasuke's final moments with Boruto, Sasuke told Boruto that he was very much like Naruto. He said that Boruto had the same determination in his eyes. Sasuke also reminded Boruto that Naruto once led him back onto the right path after he had gone astray. When Sasuke told Boruto that he was like Naruto and he had the same determination, he was making a deep connection between Boruto and his father. The comparison was important, especially given Sasuke's complex history with Naruto and the personal growth Sasuke experienced because of their bond. Here's what Sasuke meant by that. Sasuke was referring to the determination that Naruto had shown throughout his life. Despite all the hardships Naruto faced, being outcast as a child, losing his parents at a young age or at birth, and carrying the burden of being the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki, Naruto never gave up on his goals. He was determined to protect his friends, prove himself, and eventually became Hokage. When Sasuke said that Boruto had the same determination in his eyes, he was acknowledging that Boruto, like his father, was driven by a strong sense of purpose and willpower. Even when faced with the challenges caused by the Omnipotence ability, Boruto had shown the same level of persistence and resolve that defined Naruto's journey. Sasuke also mentioned how Naruto had once led him back to the right path after he had strayed. This referred to the time where Sasuke was consumed by revenge and anger, distancing himself from Konoha and following a darker path. However, Naruto never gave up on him. Naruto's determination to bring Sasuke back, both as a friend and comrade, eventually succeeded, and Sasuke was able to reconcile with the village and with himself. By bringing this up, Sasuke was recognizing Naruto's ability to inspire and guide others, even those who had lost their way. Sasuke was suggesting that Boruto had a similar quality, an inner strength and determination that could influence those around him, just as Naruto did for Sasuke. Sasuke's observation about Boruto highlighted Boruto's growth during the time skip. At first, Boruto struggled with living in Naruto's shadow and had a more carefree attitude, but over time, as he faced challenges and personal losses, his resolve and determination grew stronger. Sasuke, who had been training Boruto, had seen seen how Boruto had matured and developed the same unshakable spirit as his father. By pointing this out, Sasuke was reinforcing to Boruto that he was on the right path and had the potential to follow in Naruto's footsteps. By mentioning this, Sasuke also strengthened the bond between himself and Boruto as master and student. Just as Naruto never gave up on Sasuke, Sasuke had been guiding Boruto through his own struggles. By making this comparison, Sasuke was not only praising Boruto, but also reminding him that like Naruto, he could push through difficult times and come out stronger. Sasuke told Boruto that it no longer mattered who he was. He had finally understood why Sarada asked him to help Boruto. Something was happening, something that only Boruto and Sarada could solve. That was what Sasuke's intuition was telling him, and that's why he decided to mentor Boruto. Sasuke's statement, it no longer mattered to him who Boruto really was, showed that Sasuke had moved past any doubts or confusion about Boruto's identity or role in recent events. After Ada's omnipotence ability affected many in Konoha, causing them to believe Boruto was a traitor and a threat and responsible for crimes he didn't commit. Even Sasuke's memories had been altered. But Sasuke came to realize that despite the confusion surrounding Boruto's situation, his intuition told him that Boruto was someone worthy of trust. Sasuke chose to rely on his intuition and his daughter's conviction rather than the manipulated memories or chaotic events around him. Sasuke also understood why Sarada had asked him to help Boruto. Sarada's strong belief in Boruto's innocence, which showed when she unlocked her Mangekyou Sharingan, had a major influence on Sasuke's decision to protect and train Boruto. Sasuke trusted Sarada's judgment, especially because the Mangekyou Sharingan's awakening is tied to deep emotions and truth. He realized that Sarada's request wasn't just based on personal feelings, but something more profound. He believed that Sarada and Boruto were at the heart of this situation for a reason. When Sasuke said something was going on, something that only Boruto and Sarada could deal with, he acknowledged that the situation was more complicated than it seemed. His intuition was telling him that Boruto and Sarada had a unique role to play in resolving the chaos caused by Ada's omnipotence and the larger Otsutsuki threat. Even if Sasuke didn't fully understand everything, he sensed that Boruto and Sarada were key to handling it. This showed Sasuke's experience as a shinobi and a master, knowing that intuition and feelings could be just as important as logic when facing extraordinary challenges. His gut feeling that Boruto and Sarada were central to the crisis caused by Ada's omnipotence showed that they were destined to confront it, and he needed to support them. Sasuke chose to mentor Boruto because he believed Boruto needed to be prepared for the unique challenges ahead. By accepting that Boruto was crucial to resolving the current crisis, Sasuke took on the responsibility of guiding him, not just because Sarada asked, but because he believed Boruto's journey was important for the future. Just as Naruto helped guide Sasuke back to the right path, Sasuke was now guiding Boruto. Sasuke knew that his guidance could help Boruto and Sarada face the larger forces at play. Sasuke's decision to trust his intuition over the manipulated memories showed a deep belief in Boruto's potential and destiny. He felt there was a reason Boruto was at the center of this crisis and that Boruto's actions would shape the outcome. By mentoring Boruto, Sasuke aligned himself with this belief, preparing him for the trials ahead. Sasuke sacrificed himself to give Boruto a chance to escape when Code attacked them. Boruto was shocked by Sasuke's request and asked why he would tell him to run away. Boruto didn't want to leave his master behind. Sasuke responded by telling him there was no way they could win against Code at that time. He advised Boruto to escape for now, survive at all costs, and build on all the skills he had taught him. Sasuke believed that if Boruto did that, no one would be able to stop him. Before sacrificing himself, Sasuke asked Boruto to look after Sarada and protect her. Sasuke didn't die, but he was devoured by Code's claw crimes. There's a way to save him, which I will explain in another video. Boruto followed Sasuke's advice. He worked with Kashin Koji to build on all the skills and techniques Sasuke had taught him. Kashin Koji, who has the Presense Shinjutsu ability that allows him to see all possible futures, passed on to Boruto the moves and jutsu that future Boruto had mastered, speeding up his learning and improving his training. Thanks to the help of Sasuke and Kashin Koji, Boruto has now become the strongest shinobi in the entire Naruto and Boruto world.